Linda. How are you? John, Jerry, and Kirk with you.
Oh, it's been a long night.
I'll bet it has. You live on Dexter Street, correct?
My boyfriend does, but I was just spending the night.
Okay, and tell us what happened. Give us the timeline, what you saw.
We rushed to the front of the house. It's a two-family house, and into his roommate's room, where we saw the first suspect get hit by a police SUV, and then after he was hit, shot multiple times. Minutes later, an ambulance had arrived, put the suspect into the ambulance, and then off.
And did you say that the suspect was hit by a police SUV? In other words, a vehicle hit him first?
Correct.
Wow.
You know, I can also say, you know, from what we saw early this morning, I'd be hard-pressed to think that he was actually pronounced dead at the hospital. I mean, from the injuries that he incurred in the street, I would say he was probably dead when he was put in the ambulance.
Now, Linda, did he have a weapon? Was he firing back with a pistol or some sort of a weapon at the police?
Well, so with the gunfire that you hear, and even if you listen to the news, you'll hear, you know, gunfire it sounds just from one gun, but towards the end you could hear multiple rounds, which sounds like it's coming from two different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, did I see it? I did not see him fire. I just remember him, I just remember seeing him get shot multiple times. So, I mean, just from what I can remember and from what I can hear, I believe towards the end there was some retaliation on his end, but I didn't personally see it.
You haven't heard any gunfire explosions lately, correct? It's been a while.
We have not. There have been reports on the news stating that, you know, that they may have found, you know, potential pipe bombs that they were going to safely detonate. I personally haven't heard any explosions. I can tell you there are two. There's the Boston bomb squad truck as well as the Boston Police Department Special Forces truck in front. So, I mean, they're definitely taking precautions, but I haven't heard anything else detonate.
Linda, thank you very much.
The FBI are certain they've caught one key suspect for the marathon bombing and killed the other, his brother. But interviewed by phone in Russia, their mother was adamant they were the victims of a US government setup.
It's a really, really hard thing to hear, and being a mother, what I can say is I am really sure, I am like 100% sure that this is a setup. He was controlled by FBI like for 3-5 years. They knew what my son was doing. They knew what the sites on the internet he was going. And they used to come and talk to me. They were telling me that he's a really a serious leader and they are afraid of him. It's impossible for them, for both of them, to do such things. If there is anyone who would know, it would be me.
My son would never do this. My son, it's set up. He was controlled by FBI like for 3-5 years. They knew what my son was doing. They knew what actions and what the sites on the internet he was going. They used to come home. They used to come and talk to me. They used to tell me that, you know, that they are controlling his. They were telling me that he's a really a serious leader, and they are afraid of him. They told me that whatever whatever computer site or whatever is there, whatever information he's getting, they are controlling him. So how could this happen? How could they? They were controlling every step of him, and they are telling today that this is a terrorist act. Never ever. This is not true. My two sons are innocent.
FBI possible launching NFDD device. NFDD device about to be launched. Stand by. Return fire. It's more than likely going to be the flashbang.
He doesn't have a problem with that. He was just
There might be a flashbang. FBI shooting one off. All units don't return fire.
bang. No movement from the subject. Time. Flashbang is forward of the subject. All outside agencies, 1 teams have been relieved. Stand by, sir.
On the phone, I want you to cover those open doors. The phone in the garage.
Yes, sir, I got that. Myself and Larry have that responsibility. We also have a canine on if we need it.
So they have an inquiry. Can you tell us there's still a fire on the boat at this
The HRT advises negative on a fire or lights from their observation point.
Figure 3, another flashbang. Negative on movement. Negative movement.
Tamerlan, you received negative on movement.
Flashbangs are within a ship, a good distance from our suspect.
Yeah, Roger. Don't want to get in the weeds with his plan, but just get some guidance from up top on thinking about some negotiations over. CP received that. I passed that along. They're discussing what you just advised.
Figure 3 CP, no movement.
Help.
Still negative movement. Negative movement. He's on his back.
41 Yankee to the CP. I'm with the ATF negotiator here. You want him and when you want him?
We have movement. Arms moving. That'll be a negative for our safety, sir. We can't. We're going to have to put substantial distance on our location.
Okay. What was the situation on that?
Okay, we'll go ahead. We're going to have to get substantial distance, though.
Okay, that's okay. FBI would like you to put the sun on that. Take whatever altitude for safety.
So you're extremely faint. Go with that again.
If you can put the sun on the boat, they're requesting that, but take all precautions.
We have almost two areas on his back, and pick his arm up, his arm over the water, and put it up in the air, and put it back down to his chest. He's on the west side of the boat, we're looking at it from the driveway. Like on the west side of the boat, we're looking at it from the driveway after looking at the boat.
CP, the air wing's going to light the boat up.
We're set up for one more pass with the night sun. Your pleasure on that, CP, or for the colonel, you want to secure?
HRT would like one more pass if you can do it.
1282 to CP.
CP. Still a hot scene.
All right, in Watertown, the suspect's in custody. Nobody is to come in the perimeter. It's still a hot scene. The suspect's in custody, but nobody inside the perimeter. Put that out on channel 1.